Hello students, welcome to Pharma E-Class. In the series of UV visible spectroscopy, our last lecture is application of UV visible spectroscopy. In last lecture, we had discussed about the instrumentation of UV visible spectroscopy. We have find that the various parts of UV visible spectroscopy are radiation source, which can be hydrogen deuterium lamp or tungsten filament. The next part is monochromator, which is a group of slits, gratings and lenses, and UV visual spectroscopy also contain sample cells which are reference standard cells. We have recorder, amplifier and detectors. And we have seen that what are various types of detectors which are used in UV visual spectroscopy. Now in this video we will discuss about the application of UV visual spectroscopy. We have find that the principle behind UV visible spectroscopy is Lambert-Beer's law. On the basis of this principle, we have find very important application in the field of pharmacy, in the field of agriculture, in the field of dye industries, food industries, agriculture industries, as well as synthetic chemistries. So the various application of UV visible spectroscopy is detection of functional groups. In organic chemistry, aldehydes, ketones can be easily analyzed by UV visible spectroscopy. Every particular functional groups have their own specific lambda max. Every compound has their own their own specific lambda max, which can be determined by UV visible spectroscopy, because it works on the principle of Lambert-Beer law, where the absorption of radiation is measured by the instrument, and every functional group have their unique absorption pattern by which it can be easily determined. Another application is detection of the extent of conjugation. So in unsaturated compounds, the level of the extent of conjugation can be easily determined by UV visible spectroscopy. In electronic transition, we have studied that there are various types of electronic transitions: pi transition, sigma pi star, pi star transition, sigma pi star transition, n pi star transition. So on the basis of the principle of that principle, we can determine the extent of conjugation. Another application is identification of unknown compound. In any analytical labs, this application is widely used. We can determine the unknown sample by simply dissolving in a suitable solvent and identify the lambda max of that compound. That lambda max of compound can be compared from the standard lambda max in the official pharmacopoeia, and from that we can determine the sample which we can say that which type of sample is that. We can go for their qualitative as well as quantitative analysis. So in pharmaceutical industries, the unknown compound or samples can be detected by UV visible spectroscopy. Then quantitative and qualitative analysis. With the help of UV visible spectroscopy, we can determine the concentration of the sample. This can be determined by applying simple mathematical formula, and as well as we can determine the percentage purity of the sample also. So in UV visible spectroscopy, it is possible that we can determine both qualitative and quantitative analysis of the sample. In field of pharmaceutical sciences and pharmaceutical industries, this particular application is widely used, because for the drugs which are manufactured and going into the market, we have to determine the qualitative and quantitative estimation, and it is a mandatory part of quality assurance. So for that purpose, UV visible spectroscopy is used to determine the exact concentration of the samples as well as the percentage purity of the sample before passing into the from the department or QA department. Next application is determination of analytes. Analytes can be determined by simple dissolving that into suitable solvent and taking the UV spectra. By identifying the UV spectra, we can determine the compound, which compound is that, by comparing with the standard. Transition metals identification can be done by UV visible spectroscopy. Next application is determination of macromolecules. So in the field of biochemistry, UV visible spectroscopy find its very much important uses, because identification of proteins, peptides, amino acids, and identification of carbohydrates, fats. So this can be done by with the help of UV visible spectroscopy. Another application is application in food industries. In food industries, we have to find out the traces substances, elements, so it can determine chemical industries. UV visual spectroscopy is very sensitive methods, so it can be used in chemical industries to identify the chemical substances, the types of chemical substances, reactants and products, intermediates, etc. Next application in the field of organic compounds. So organic compound detections, as I discussed, qualitative and quantitative estimation, and discussed in functional determination. So organic compounds can be detected qualitatively, quantitatively, as well as their structure can be determined by using UV visual spectroscopy. Another application is detection of pesticide and insecticides. So in the field of agriculture, the amount of pesticides or insecticides has to be determined, and it can be done with the help of UV visual spectroscopy, because minute to minute quantity of the insecticide or pesticides, if present in the sample, can be detected by UV visual spectroscopy. For that, we have to identify the compound using the dissolving the sample into the suitable solvent and taking the UV spectra of the sample, and by taking UV spectra of the sample we can identify the presence of insecticides or pesticides in the sample, and which type of insecticides and pesticides can also be detected. Next and last use is in use in dye industries. In chemical industries, dye industries, we can determine the various types of dyes, the nature of dyes, concentration, its quality and quantitative estimation can be done. So we can even we can say that UV visual spectroscopy, the application is in bioanalysis field also, because in bioanalysis we can determine the concentration of drug inside our blood plasma. So with the help of in blood plasma or urine or in any biological fluid. So UV visual spectroscopy is also helpful in bioanalysis. It is also helpful in forensic sciences. It is also applicable in determination of the structure of protein, RNA, DNA, etc. In biotechnological field also UV spectroscopy is finds very important. So UV visual spectroscopy has finds various important applications in the field of pharmacy, in the field of biotechnology, in the field of chemical industries, dye industries. In plant industries also we can determine the concentration and identify the compounds of trace elements like alkaloids, glycosides, saponin, tannins. We can identify the structures also, and because every compound has its unique lambda max, and by knowing the lambda max of unknown substance we can compare it with standard. So these are the various applications of visual spectroscopy. Hope you have understood the chapter of visual spectroscopy well. Thank you.